everyday woman show, here to entertain and inform. She's Meek Brown.
Welcome to this segment of the Meek Brown Show. We have a special guest with us today, Whitney Weston of Pure Tone Academy. She started this group a few years ago, and this is a wonderful opportunity for your lovely kids to be a part of. We will tell you about that in just a few minutes. We have the lovely Trey Taylor, along with her board members of the Young Women of Excellence pageant, where it's for all ages between, I think, 1 to 12 years old. You do not want to miss this segment of the Meek Brown Show. We have some lovely kids with us today who are excelling extremely well academically, sports. They're doing so many things in our community that we wanted to uplift them and celebrate with them the great work that they are doing. You know, many times we have kids who are only using Facebook and Twitter accounts and on their PS4 all day, and we just need to take it back a little bit to them using their soft skills and just wanting to go outside and play and get some sunshine. We have kids these days that are afraid of the sun. That's why our vitamin D level is becoming a little low. But we really need to get back into the groove of things so these kids can enjoy life, enjoy being a kid as long as they possibly can. We have so many craziness going on in the world today. We need to pull them back, bring them back in, enjoy their livelihood, and we need to be a part of the fun that they are having. Some of us have to work maybe 2 and 3 jobs. That is okay, but we got to put the time in. We have to. Please watch this segment of the Meek Brown Show to get some very pertinent information to get your kids out of the house, away from the TV, and get involved with what's going on in the community. And many of these things are actually free. Stay tuned. Today in the studio on the Meek Brown Show, we have the lovely Trey Taylor and Nicole Berry of Young Women of Excellence pageant committee member. I'm so happy to have you guys on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is a wonderful event, being that I've been in pageants, so I think this is great for our young ladies in the Columbia or surrounding areas. Tell everyone about it, when it will take place. You know, I think this is good to gain life skills for the young ladies.
Absolutely.
Me participating in events such as this, it helped me.
Absolutely.
It helped me to have the Meek Brown Show.
Right. So you do understand how important the pageant experience is for young girls.
Absolutely. So. First of all, when is it?
It's Saturday, December 9th. It'll be held at Brooklyn Baptist Church in our Health and Wellness Center. And the pageant is part of the YWE ministry at Brooklyn Baptist. The pageant is open to all girls, but it is spearheaded by Norma Brown. She is a longtime educator and youth advocate, and this is her brainchild. She is wonderful at creating programs for young ladies, like I said, to give them lifelong skills. They will get the pageant experience. They will also get to attend various workshops, along with getting the camaraderie from some of the other girls, meeting other girls, and mentoring as well.
Okay, so now how long have this program been going on?
This is actually the inaugural pageant meet. This is
really?
the first year, that's right, of the Young Women of Excellence pageant, and we really want to encourage girls in the community, as Nicole said, girls in ages grades 1 through 12 to just come and enjoy
the moment. Enjoy the moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, like Nicole said, it's a lot of camaraderie, but we are really excited about the workshops that we're going to give the kids. Social media etiquette.
Can you tell us a little bit about the workshops?
Thank you for asking. Social media etiquette, public speaking, which is huge. And let me tell you, the thing about the public speaking workshop is we are in such an age now where people are not using the verbal language. It's so much more written communication.
Texting.
Absolutely. Texting, Facebook, social media is huge. And so this generation has really lost the art of effective verbal communication. So we are really excited about giving them that because, again, as we all know, those of us of a certain age realize...
Well, that doesn't include me. I don't know. Come on.
Right, because you would be in the pageant, because you're the 12th
pageant.
But yeah, because we know that going into college, going into the workforce, they're going to have to communicate effectively.
Absolutely.
So these are the types of workshops we're giving them. Also, there's one that's really exciting on how to wear the proper undergarments and foundation.
We're very excited.
Girls, let me tell you, I know we've all seen some things, and you know, here's the thing.
Trey, I just don't understand sometimes.
But you know what? We can't fault people if they don't know.
If they don't know.
And I'm going to just tell you a little story. My sister was at a facility, I won't say where, at a facility, and there was a young lady who needed some type of foundational support and under her clothes. And she just went to her and told her about it. And the young girl, and this girl was probably in her early 20s, had no idea how to wear a Spanx, didn't know it was anything that she should even wear. So, I mean, that's why these types of workshops are so important. And it's up to those of us who know
Absolutely.
To share that
Absolutely.
information.
That's right.
We have
And
to.
because a lot of us, we sit back in the background and we're looking like, now they shouldn't have that on.
We're part of the
But
problem
if
if
they
we don't
don't
do
know,
anything
they
about
really
it.
don't know. We don't know the family they've come
That's right.
from. We don't
That's
know
right.
the
Anything about the
history.
background.
We don't know their parental guidance, if
Yeah.
they have any,
Right.
you know, so they just simply don't know.
Yeah.
And again, I even look sometimes like, but am I doing something about it?
Right.
Programs like this
Absolutely.
that help
The best part about it is absolutely free,
Yes.
and there's no fee
There's
to
no entry
participate.
There's
no entry fee.
No.
You cannot get the type of information that you're
No,
going
you
to get
can't.
from all of the workshops
Yeah.
for free anywhere in
Now,
Columbia.
you saying that to say it's for free, everyone should hear about this in the community.
Absolutely.
Because if they don't know, they can be taught.
That's right.
And they can't say we don't have any free things out there.
It's
If the
absolutely
mom
true.
or dad can't bring the child, call us. I'm sure we can get them
Absolutely.
there.
Absolutely.
They
We-
cannot pass up on
Yeah,
an
we
event
just
like
want the
this.
babies to come. Like I said, it's for all girls, any denomination, any race, any church affiliation, grades 1 through 12. We've got them categorized in 3 different categories.
Now, is there an
for competition.
eligibility or just
First through
any
12th grade.
requirements?
First
Just
through 12th grade, they
12th.
just have to turn in the application by August 26th.
And they do have to attend 2 out of 3 workshops.
Of those workshops.
But I'm sure
Okay.
once they attend the first one,
Yeah.
there won't be any problem with anyone attending any of the other workshops.
And all the
There's such great
rehearsals
information.
preparing for the event will take place at Brooklyn?
Yes,
Yeah,
at the Health and
yeah.
Wellness.
Either,
that's
either at the
awesome.
Health and Wellness Center or on the northeast side, because we
Okay.
are
Okay,
looking
good.
at doing some of the workshops there.
That is very good.
Yeah,
they-
so you've got it on the west side, which is near
Right.
downtown, and then some of the workshops will be held in the northeast.
That is awesome. Now, what if there's some young ladies who really want to be a part of it, but they, transportation-wise, are we helping with that? Or maybe we can get sponsors to help with this?
Well, we have a great network of ladies that we're working with on the committee
We do.
that have a lot of resources. So if there's any child that or young lady that needs to get there, I'm sure we will have, someone will
That's
get them
awesome.
there.
We
Okay.
don't want there to be any barriers.
No.
If a
Right.
young lady shows interest, if their parents want them to come,
Okay.
we want them to come. And you talked about sponsors.
Anything helps.
Anything
Anything
helps.
helps.
Anything
Yeah,
helps,
we all
yeah.
do that, yes. But, you know, to the people in our community, you have to love what they're doing. You just have to. We have so many talented young ladies in the state of South Carolina. Because they don't have tools and resources, sometimes they miss the boat.
That's right.
And, you know, they look back and say, oh, I wish I could do that. And I just feel that because of their circumstance, that may not allow them to. Even myself, I feel that I've had a great life, but my mother made sure if she couldn't get it done, she found ways for someone to help me be a part of something.
Yeah.
And people like yourself, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is
And
awesome.
we're really excited, especially since
We
it's the
are.
first one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, we meet
This is good.
once a week
prepare
to
and
prepare
organize.
via conference call.
Wow.
And then we miss talking to each other so much. We get face-to-face. We have a meeting face-to-face. But
You
it's,
know, this event sounds like it should be recorded for the Meek Brown.
We would love
that would be
to.
awesome.
Don't you think, producer? Don't you think that? Okay.
It's done.
There's
Boom,
all
girl.
the
Boom,
connections,
girl.
aren't we?
would love
Girl
to.
power.
We would
No,
love
but
to have
honestly, and also I want to add, young ladies who've never even been a part of something like this, it kind of boosts their morale.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
gives them, you know, the etiquette piece that we're
Yes,
missing, those
yes,
soft skills
yes.
that we try to teach
Yeah.
them. So, and leadership.
Yes,
Leadership.
yes, absolutely. And we don't want any girl to feel like I'm not a girly girl or I'm not a pageant girl.
Absolutely.
This is for all girls, because this is not only, this is talent. We are going to showcase talent in some of the categories, academic excellence, community involvement in some of the categories, of course, public speaking, sharing their favorite scripture, where they go to school, things of that sort. So there are various types of involvement that the girls can do. The other thing is, Meek, if there is a girl that may not want to be in the pageant, or maybe she's aged out, we are looking for two other things. Volunteers.
Okay.
We would always look for a volunteer. Maybe there's a young lady out there that really wants to work with decoration, behind the scenes. Maybe there's a sister in college that really wants to work in event planning. We would love to have
leadership skills.
Yes, yes. And also, if there is a young lady or man who would like to perform, we're looking for some performers also. We've got a couple of performance slots. So YWEpageant@gmail.com.
Say it one more time.
YWE, which is Young Women of Excellence Pageant @gmail.com.
Is there a phone number, or do you just want all the inquiries to go to the
We
email
would
address?
prefer all of it to go
Okay.
to the email address. It's a lot easier for us to
Yes.
correspond.
Imagine.
One other thing, my daughters, I have two daughters, and I would love for them to participate in the pageant, but they said, Mommy, I don't want to. They're 9 and 13.
Okay.
They want to help. They want to be behind the scenes.
That's right.
So I think as well it gives them experience on doing, being, in a theater style,
Yes, yes.
having the experience to go behind the stage
Behind
to
the
see what
scenes,
happens.
which is very important also.
To learn management,
Right.
Counting down, let people know to be ready,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So it gives you, it is a program that rounds out, it's for a whole child rounding experience.
Absolutely.
It really is. It's for the whole child.
Okay, and I also want to say that closer to the show, I would like for you guys to come back so we can
Absolutely.
continue to promote,
We would
get
love
the
to.
word out, and
Yeah.
get these young ladies to be a part of something that's very successful.
We would love to.
So-
Meek, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
YWEpageant@gmail.com, girls grades 1 through 12. Please email us. We want to see you at the pageant. The deadline to enter is August 26th.
Yes.
So hurry up.
Come on, ladies, come on out.
And you can also go to the church website,
Yeah.
and it is on our Young Women of Excellence page. The application is there, and the link to volunteer.
Sounds good, ladies. If you need someone to help you walk the runway, Trey and I. Let us know. Thank you, ladies, so much for
Thank
being
you
on the
so
show,
much.
and I
We
look forward
appreciate
to
it.
seeing you again soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
I want to repeat, it is that time of year again for our kids to go back to school, and we have so many activities going on in the Columbia area. I found out about a program that I would like for you to know about, and it is called Puritone Academy of Performing Arts. And the young lady we have in the studio with us today is Whitney Weston. I am so excited about this program. Once I heard about it, I knew I had to have you on my show. Tell us who you are, how long this program has been in existence, who can be a part of it, what all does it entail?
Okay. Well, first of all, again, I'm Whitney Weston. I am a choir teacher in the School District 2. And Pure Tone came about last year, our first year, last summer. We had a big summer event, and it's been going very strong ever since. Our goal is to develop aspiring singers, dancers, and actors. And we perform. We perform a variety of ways.
Okay.
And we also bring out leadership and other things. Exactly. So it's all about building character as well. We have our 7 C's plus 1 that they all have to come and learn, and things like that. And we apply it to their lives and their acting and their singing and their dancing, their art.
That is wonderful. Is there an age group or is there an age limit?
It's from 7. Its age starts at age 7 all the way up to 17.
Oh, wow. Wow, and so they're getting a few different things, acting, leadership skills,
Yes.
a little bit of etiquette, I
Yes,
assume.
yes.
What else? Performing, just learn how to be in front of the camera.
Right, basic theater knowledge. We have vocal technique that we do, as well as dance technique. I bring in our staff as needed. We bring in choreographers that are dynamic, and we usually do like a all-boy choreography, and we have an all-girl, and then we combine them, and it's been amazing. Acting and things like that, vocal technique, we they learn the basics and all of that basics.
So it's kind of like they're coming to learn some things, and then they get rewarded by having a performance, so that the
Yes.
community can see
Oh,
what
yes.
you're doing and the follow-up behind
Yes.
what you're doing.
Yes.
And this young man is one of your students
He
at the
is,
Academy?
yes,
Tell me a
yes.
little bit about him, or
Yes.
what is your name?
Isaiah Gray,
Isaiah Gray. Now, how long have you been a part of this program?
since it started.
And are you enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it. What has it done for you? Give me some feedback.
It allowed me to, like, when I started, I wasn't really that much of a talker or really a people person.
Okay.
But it taught me to be around people and to get to know others and to have fun. And what it did was, I want to be an actor when I grow up, so it just helped me in every single way
Excuse
it
me,
could.
and he said he's not a talker. Okay, go ahead. Isaiah, go ahead.
I want to be an actor when I grow up, so it helped me, and it will help you.
Others. Okay, that's really good. And I understand you're an A student.
Yes, ma'am.
And what are some things you do as far as any curriculum activities at school other than this program?
I play the violin, cello, and piano.
Okay.
I do drama class in school, and I play football.
Okay, so a lot of what you do in school, it comes over to your after school life, and that's how this kind of coincides with everything. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Whitney, my understanding is you're also you teach music at a school also.
I do.
So do you think that's important as far as learning sports, of course, because my son does sports, but teaching kids music, why is that so important?
Music touches all subjects. It touches all kind of facets of life. There's a quote, I think, that said, you know, if I can't explain it, I can tell it to you through a song. I can find a song for it. And that's what I do. I use, there's a song that I wrote actually with another student a couple of years back. It's called In the Making.
Okay.
And it was birthed from just me seeing the middle school experience. I've taught middle school all my career.
Okay.
And just seeing what kids go through. And this young man, I asked, because I knew he was a really good writer and musician. He was 8th grade. And I said, you know, I'm hearing people say, da, da, da.
Okay,
And so he's
entertainment,
singing.
entertainment.
Yes. And so all I did was just give him some la, 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 la. And then he went to, like, I think world history or something, and came back and had the first part of it done. And it has been I teach it to all of my 6th graders. It has just been so impactful. And so I talk to them about the lyrics and words and how words are so important, you know, things like that. So even if students come in and say, hey, I don't sing, you know, we can talk about lyrics.
Right.
We can talk about things, you know.
Right, and that could change their life.
Yes.
They could become a songwriter.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yes.
very good. And even as adults now, I don't know how old you are, you know, and so I'm not going to go too far back because I'm not that old either. But you know, back in the day when we used to, you know, listen to the Quiet Storm. Do you remember the Quiet Storm? And you know, you was maybe in love with somebody, or maybe you had a crush on somebody, and you'll listen to a song like, oh, I wish they would hear this song because that's what I want to tell them right there. Do you remember that? I mean, it makes you feel just so, you know, just, oh gosh, it just depends on what Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
I never thought he was a great singer, but his lyrics and the tone of his music, it'll make you sit there and think about the person you had a crush on for hours. And so music, you know, it's just a part of our everyday life.
Yes.
We can have a bad day, and I know myself, I can listen to a little gospel music, and I'm just like, okay,
Yes.
I'm good now.
Yes.
I'm good. So
Yes.
music can be very inspirational, and I'm so proud of this young man as well
Yes,
for not
I am
only
too.
being in your program, but again, a straight A student.
Yes.
The rest of the kids that was on our show today, you know, that is awesome. You guys need to be rewarded for your good work.
Yes.
Okay? But I'm proud of you for thinking of the kids beyond what you do at school. You put it all together and you came up with this Pure Tone Academy. How did you come up with the name?
Oh, it just, it was something that, I think the words just came. I know for me, I thought about pure vowels.
Okay.
And how it's just, with a pure vowel, anybody can sing it. Anybody, like, it just sounds like one. It just reminded me of just harmony, unity. So it's just a lot. It was a long thought process, but pure tone is just, I don't know, it just kind of came to me, just from all different experiences.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
If you wanted people to get in touch with you, parents who want to be a part of your program or have their kids to be a part of your program, how can they get in touch with you right quick?
They can email me at puretoneacademy.com. Puretoneacademy@gmail. Puretoneacademy.com is actually
And
the
spell
website.
Puretone for them?
Puretone, Puretone, Academy is ACADEMY
Okay.
at gmail.com.
And a phone number.
803-250-1695.
Okay, you heard it from the Meek Brown Show, the show that entertains as well as informs.
Yes.
Isaiah, Whitney, thank you for being on the show today. I would love to have you back. Anytime you have any performances that are being taking place in Columbia, please let me know so we can get that information out. Isaiah, keep doing what you do. I wish you well in all your endeavors.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
again for
you.
being on the Meek Brown Show.
Yes.
We have two special guests with us in the studio today. We have Jordan Mendenhall and we have Sydney Hannibal. This young man and young lady are doing extremely well in the city of Columbia, and we wanted to uplift them and have them on the show today, being that it is school time. Jordan, I'm happy to have you on the show, and Sydney, thank you for coming on the show. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I can't hear you.
Feel good.
Are you guys nervous?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be. I mean, for those who make straight A's, I don't understand that. Jordan, how long have you been making straight A's?
Ever since first grade.
Ever since first grade. And Sydney?
Since middle school, because I started getting grades in middle school.
Okay. Now, do you guys, well, let me ask you this, is it easy for you to make grades? Is it one of those things that you just have to go the extra mile and you study really hard? Or does it come easy for you?
Well, for me, I would say that I had to work hard, but I feel like it comes naturally now that the harder I work, my brain starts to expand in knowledge and things just come easier.
Okay, Jordan?
For me, it's kind of easy to remember what your teacher says.
Okay.
Sometimes every now and then, I do have to study too.
Every now and then you have to study. Every now and then you have to study.
It's
I
a
wish
very
I had
long
that
list.
issue. I wish I had that problem. Every now and then. Must be nice, huh? But go ahead, Jordan. I'm kidding.
It's like a big gap between work and study.
Really? So you have a good memory
Yes.
as well. That's very good. Let's go down a few of your accolades. You'll be taking honor courses, and you are a rising ninth grader. Is that correct?
So,
Okay. You will also be a cornerback for the junior varsity football team.
this one.
Okay. You've also been inducted into the Murtis Walker Scholarship Program.
So,
You've been inducted into the Duke Tip Scholar Program. You would like to one day be a marine biologist, and the list go on and on. But you do like to play the PS4, you like to hang out with your family, and you're on the junior usher board at church. How do you find time to just hang out and play the PS4? I mean, that's a lot. That's a busy schedule.
Well, frankly, I honestly do not remember or actually know. I guess every time, like during open weekend, they normally do it. But
Okay.
if it's during the week, I just make time myself.
You make time for yourself. Now, are you a planner? Are you an organizer? You like to plan everything out? Are you pretty organized at home?
Yes,
You are?
most of the time.
Most of the time anyway. But now, do you still, when your mom have to say, hey, you need to clean up your room, do you still get that?
A little more than usual.
And I'm just trying to make sure you're a normal child too.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a good child.
you're a normal
A
child.
little more than usual, though.
Okay, a little more than usual. Jordan, I want to continue with you a little bit because I know your mother, of course, through my mother, and I know that she's a single mother, although you spend time with your father. But I'm pretty sure, just like myself, she's taking that extra time to make sure you have the tools and resources that you need to succeed. If you had anything that you would want to say to your mother, what would you say to her?
I love you.
And what else would you say?
Thank you for always being there for me. Making sure I had everything I needed. become what I am today.
I'm sure that makes her proud, and she's here in the studio with you today. And just by me hearing you say that, that's a wonderful feeling. That's very good. I'm proud of you. Sydney, magnet program, Dent Middle School. You've always made straight A's for the most part. Junior scholar because you had high PSAT scores. The Discovery program at Spring Valley High School. Member of HOSA, which is a medical program. You can tell everybody what that is. And you found time to do all that and play the piano and violin and be active in church. How do you do it all?
Well, I think it's just more like planning and making sure I have time to do, like, go out and study. It's my priority. School is always first for me, and everything just has to come afterwards.
Everything comes after the study time.
Yeah.
Wow. Columbia, we have some extraordinary kids here, and I wanted to do a show such as this and probably a part two because they need to be recognized. They need to know that although we have all these kids in the world who are just interested in Facebook all day long, interested in all the social media, Instagram, their interest lies. Do you have a Facebook account?
No.
You do not. My son doesn't have a Facebook account either, so hopefully he can get a list like this too. But he does have a list like that. But I'm proud of you, and I hope our listeners today are wondering where did you guys come from? I applaud the women and men who have such a fine product because it takes a lot. And sometimes both parents may not be there to indulge in the structuring of what you guys are doing, but the fact that, like you said, your mom is you guys do quite a bit.
Well, most of the time when my mom tells me to do something I did it the first time,
And constantly be over you, so that way you just get it done. You get it done. So what are your dreams? I understand you want to be a marine biologist, and your aspiration